Hello everybody, it's Mr. Q again. What's up? I hope you guys are staying safe and having fun. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about one of the more famous cities in America. That city is called Las Vegas. Today, you guys are going to learn at least 10 things about Las Vegas, Nevada in America. Welcome to Las Vegas, also known as Sin City because of the less restrictive laws here. This is a horny toad. Las Vegas, Nevada was founded some 115 years ago. And many people may ask, how did a city in the middle of the desert come to be? Well, back then, the only thing that was going through that area was the Intercontinental Railroad. And trains of that time needed water. And there happened to be some water in that area. In fact, they referred to Las Vegas, Nevada, when they first started as an oasis. Because an oasis is a place in the middle of the desert that has some plants, has some water, and this is how it started. The trains needed some water on that part of their trip, and it was a good place for them to stop for that water. Here you can see Fremont Street and how it has changed over the years. Nevada, the state in America between Utah and California, has some very easy laws, very flexible laws compared to other states in America. And as a result of that, many people came to Nevada to take advantage of those easy laws. Those easy laws revolved around gambling, drinking, alcohol, getting married, as well as many other things. And as a result of such flexible laws, there were some people who, not exactly law-abiding in other states, that came to Nevada because they could do things there that they couldn't do in their other states. And they sometimes did things that they weren't supposed to do in Las Vegas either. But that's a whole other story. You guys need to know that one of the major founders of Las Vegas is a man known as Bugsy Siegel. And he was a gangster. He was a crime lord from back east who came to Nevada to take advantage of the easier laws and the lack of enforcement of some of their laws. And as a result, many of the casinos were built to create a way for this gangster to launder his money that he was making in his other criminal enterprises. So he made this legal enterprise, this legal job, to cover for his illegal jobs. And he was able to make a lot of money and keep a lot of money as a result of that. The Flamingo was the casino founded by Bugsy Malone. Here you can see how it's changed over the years. Even today, these laws that are not as restrictive are still in force. So many states don't allow gambling, but Nevada still does. Many states make you wait several days or weeks before you can get married, whereas in Nevada, you can get married basically the same day as you apply for your license. And although alcohol is not an issue in any state anymore, back then, you know, we had prohibition where they made drinking alcohol illegal. So this is one way to move alcohol around the country. In fact, because of some of these laws, a lot of people go to Las Vegas for vacation so they can gamble and get married, and because it's so easy to gamble and so easy to get married there. You must be at least 21 years old to gamble in Las Vegas. Many people that go to Las Vegas enjoy playing the slot machines. Sometimes you pull an arm, sometimes you push a button. But they all spin around and make a lot of sound. Another game that's popular is blackjack and poker. But in some movies you might see some other games.
Same games here they do at them regular casinos.
Eddie, this place is great. They don't have any of these games at the Mirage. Pick a number. I'm great at that. Coin toss. Eddie, these are my games. Give me 20 bucks. War. You know, Russ and I play this all the time. I'm in.
There we go. All right. Oh, that's fast.
Give me another 20, Eddie.
What? Bet again. Well, Clark, maybe you ought to spread it around a little bit, you know, not have all your fun at just one table.
Dealer has rock. Pay paper.
Call it. Clark, what say we go back home and bury what's left of my money?
Heads.
I'm sorry, sir. It's tails.
Almost.
Give me that! Clark! He cheated, Eddie! Clark! He switched to my sword!
Clark!
Four.
7.
Eddie, what am I doing? I need to go someplace where a man can think.
Oh, I wouldn't do that here, Clark. Stalls are awfully dirty and they're backed up all the time.
No, Eddie, I need to be alone.
Oh, I see. You want me to go with you?
All right, come on.
Getting married in Vegas is very easy. You can pick up your license after applying online or in person. You can buy wedding dresses and tuxedos to get married in, and you can have people who can come to your hotel and put makeup on. The first casino in Las Vegas was the Flamingo, and of course it was built and run by this Bugsy guy, that crime lord gangster that we talked about. And since then, casinos have sprung up and been torn down, and bigger casinos have sprung up and been torn down, and now Las Vegas is a bunch of huge hotels and casinos that take up whole city blocks that would normally have been for housing or for something else, but now it's all for tourism, to make money from people gambling and from people staying in their hotels. The cool thing is that many of these hotels and casinos have really good restaurants. And most of them have buffets where you can eat all you can eat. So there's good things that came from Las Vegas as well. Driving around Las Vegas is a marvel to see things like New York, New York, that looks like the skyline of New York City, or to see things at night with all the pretty colors like Excalibur here. You can see how the castle is lit up, and you can see all the different signs and all the different, like Planet Hollywood Casino and hotel, and it's amazing how many different colors there are in this city and how many different types of hotels and casinos are available and how much it's changed over the years. There are many other really good things besides food in Las Vegas. You can go see many different types of shows, like music shows by your favorite artists like Celine Dion or Frank Sinatra impersonators, or just all kinds of different musical shows that you can go see. There's all kinds of other plays and things that you can see there as well. And even though Las Vegas is in the middle of the desert, there's a lot of great hiking that you can do. Remember what we talked about in regards to desert hiking. So if you go to Las Vegas to go hiking, remember what we talked about. And of course there are many tours that you can take. Helicopter, airplane, bus tours. They go all over the place and see things that are sort of close to Las Vegas, including the Grand Canyon and Hoover Dam, which we've also talked about. So here's Patty getting ready to fly this plane to go see the Hoover Dam and to go see Lake Mead and to go fly over and through the Grand Canyon. So cool. These are just some of the shows you can go see.
It's time to shake that freaking muffin. It's time to break that turkey stuffing. Let your smile go down loose and put some juice in your caboose. Wiggle that love home. It's time to jiggle that jump up. Dance on the beat that the DJ cuts. There's no miss.
Michael. Let's make history.
Who's there? Who's there? Who's there? Who's there?
Thank you. You're really a magical group of people. And, Greg, give me some birds. Let me hear some birds. Yes, loving you is easy 'cause you're beautiful. making love to you is all I wanna do. Yes, loving you has made my life so beautiful. And every time that we, I'm full of loving.
What, Mrs. Helen Griswold?
Holy crap, Wayne Newton's hitting on Mom.
It's all part of the act, Russ.
Now you. No one else.
Well, I think we know who sent the dress.
Colors that you
You're very lucky. I've been to every Wayne show for the last 15 years, and I've never seen him do anything like this.
Today, there are many huge casinos in Las Vegas. These casinos, like I said, usually have a hotel or resort attached to it. So you don't have to gamble when you go to Vegas. There are many things to do. But one of the cool things is to explore the different casino resort hotels in Vegas, because they all have different themes. Like you have the Venetian that looks like Venice, Italy inside. Or you have Caesar's Palace that looks like ancient Rome inside. Or you have the Excalibur that looks like a castle from the outside and has medieval kind of like suits of armor and stuff on the inside. And you have the Luxor that looks like a giant pyramid from the outside, like the Egyptian pyramids. But just because there's casinos in all these doesn't mean they're all not for children. Yes, children cannot gamble. That's not legal for children to go gamble. But there are casinos and hotels like Circus Circus and the Stratosphere that have family-friendly activities. They have roller coasters and other types of 4D rides that you can go on the inside. So Las Vegas, although many people think about Las Vegas as gambling, but there's many things to do that are family and kid friendly as well. Isn't Excalibur cool? Looks just like a castle. The New York hotel looks like the skyline of New York City. There's the pyramid of the Luxor. And you might notice the Eiffel Tower and the Arc de Triomphe. And here are some Mardi Gras clowns and some alligators. And places are decorated like a party. And in the summer months, Las Vegas is very hot. It's in the desert, so it's the dry heat too. It's not humid like some places that you might be familiar with. It is very dry, so it can be very dangerous because your body will lose its moisture very quickly if you go outside. So all the hotels and casinos have very strong air conditioners to try to keep you in their hotel and to keep you from walking around outside because it's so hot. They want you to be comfortable and spend money in their hotel, casino, and resort. There are many towns in this area of the country that have been deserted. We call those ghost towns because nobody lives there anymore. They were old mining communities, but once the gold and silver ran out, so did the people. Alright guys, I hope you've learned a lot today about Las Vegas. Let me review with you some of the things that we talked about. How it was created and started in 1905, about 115 years ago. Primarily as a watering station for the railroads, for the trains. It was an oasis in the middle of the desert. There was water and plants there. The city, as it is today, was founded by American gangsters, the most notable of which was Bugsy Siegel. And they wanted to go there because the laws were not very restrictive. They were more flexible than where they came from. They could gamble, they could drink, they could get married easy. So it was easy for them to go there and continue their lives. Even though many of them also did break some of the Nevada laws, they moved there so that they didn't break as many Nevada laws. So today even, you know, of course people gamble and they go there to get married, and there are many other reasons to go there because there's a lot of fun things you can do in and around Las Vegas, Nevada. You can take tours, plane, bus, helicopter tours to go see the Grand Canyon, Hoover Dam, Lake Mead, to see some ghost towns, to see the Joshua trees. You can gamble. There's a lot of great food, buffets, and just delicious, very fancy food that you can have. Of course, there's a lot of great desert hiking that you can do. And one of the fun things that most people like to do is to explore the different resorts and casinos and see how they look like. Maybe you want to go and feel like you're in Venice, Italy, or you want to go feel like you're in Paris, France, or you want to feel like you're in ancient medieval times, or maybe you're just going with your family and you want to go to some place like Circus and ride on roller coasters, or go to the Stratosphere and go up to the highest point in the city. There's all kinds of great fun and cool things to do in Las Vegas. And I hope you guys have learned a lot about it. So your idea, I hope, is that Las Vegas has changed a lot from when it started to what it is now. It started as the railway station, and now it's one of the most interesting cities in the world. And your homework today, I want you to think about some of the cities that you may have visited and been to and how they have changed over time. Think about that and write down how they have changed, right? Talk about what it looks like then and what it looks like now. And when you're finished writing down these things, try to come up with at least 10. Share it with your classmates. Alright guys, that's it for me today. We'll catch you next time. Later. Bye-bye.